Hello everyone, this is a test. Not so techno savvy, so let's hope this works out. Today is a new moon and I feel like it's an appropriate time to release my first video with my new stage name, Eco-Fashion Witch.
Eco-Fashion Witch, darling.
Eco-Fashion Witch.
Eco-Fashion Witch.
Let's get back to the moon. Today is a new moon in Gemini. Translation. Moon is in the sky right now in the middle of the day, the same place as the sun. This is why at night during the new moon it's pitch dark. This is a time for new beginnings. Technically the moon is the same size that it always is. You're gonna see it growing in the sky. New moon, new goals, new ideas, new cycle. If you had a shitty last month, I'm sorry. It was a hard month. But new moons are great because we actually get to restart.
Ooh, sparkles.
New moon is in the sign of Gemini. Its next cycle, say a month, be focusing on communication. It's what makes the world go around. The world at large and your own personal world. What we can ask ourselves on this new moon is, are we communicating from a place of authenticity? What I discovered, a process that I call trial and error. Many of the ways I was communicating was not actually my true self. And ways of communicating is not just through speech. Fashion, the way you listen, lifestyle choices. To ask myself over and over again, is this really you? Does your true self want to go to this party? Does your true self want to wear this high heel? Does your true self want to go out on this random date that, you know, may or may not be a good idea? To ask myself over and over again, is this really you? His communication style actually came from a place of self-preservation. And I wear this mask, and this mask in high school prevented me from being bullied. And this mask would prevent me from being yelled at by my parents. And this mask would prevent me from being left out of the sports game, etc., etc. We can look at ourselves with compassion. We can look at ourselves with love and forgiveness. Seek to understand why these behaviors developed in the first place. That's the first step to breaking through these habits that don't feel right for us, of becoming that sacred, discovering what's underneath, which is, the authentic self. A good way to start this journey, asking the question, who are you really? Does your real true self want? Those kind of questions make me roll my eyes. Well, I ask myself instead, who are you not? Don't you love this collar? Oh my god. Gold on both sides. There are some questions you can ask yourself. What kind of person do you not want to be? What kind of habits and patterns of communication don't feel so good? Saying, oh yeah, I don't know why I said that. If I could, I would go back and do it this way instead. I'd say no to the date, first of all. I can pick up my phone now and call, but I'm too nervous to cancel. These kind of observations, huge help in this process. What parts of who I was today didn't feel like the real me? What aspects of my personality today caused me the most trouble? What things that I used to do as a kid that I loved, that I stopped doing, and I'm not sure why I stopped? Those bits of yourself can actually volunteer some information. Sitting by yourself and looking in a mirror and asking yourself these questions, what you're doing is actually you're inviting those pieces of yourself to come back and make themselves known. This is an ongoing process. You need to identify the layers and let them peel away. I can't tell you how many times I've tried over the past 10 years as a performance artist to come up with a name that I resonated with. You have to try on masks when you're young so you can figure out what feels right and what doesn't feel right. That's totally natural. Having that experience of being in an identity that doesn't feel right, that experience actually leads to great wisdom. Self-forgiveness, self-love, self-compassion, through the journey. Be wild, be free, be fearless. I believe in you is video number 1 from Eco Fashion Witch.